Now, we all know opening packs, ripping packs, is one of the worst things you can do for an investment. So, interesting video this one. You've come to this channel, no doubt, because it's a Pokemon investing channel, and we're talking about ripping packs. And that's interesting because, for the most part, you're just throwing away money if you're ripping packs. However, there is the big gamble. That is the whole idea behind Pokemon cards, is to open packs, have fun collecting the cards, trying to find your chase card, and if you're playing the game, trying to find playable cards to build your deck with. So, we're deep. Well, no, we're not. We're starting to get deep into the Mega Evolution block. We're 5 sets in now, believe it or not. So out of those 5 sets, which 5 sets has the best expected value? Number 5 on the list is Mega Evolution Base. Now, when we're talking about expected value and which is the best pack to open from the Mega Evolution block, we're talking about, on average, which pack is going to give you the highest value. Now, what this comes down to is a few metrics, but the big one being pull rates and the price of the chase cards. Those really are the mathematics behind it. If you've got 1 in 80 chance of pulling any any SIR, and maybe 1 in 1,000 chance of pulling any specific SIR, you get the odds here, or any hyper rare or any regular illustration rare. What happens is we work out an expected value that you should pull on average from opening a single booster pack. And Mega Evolution is coming in at number 5 in the Mega Evolution block. And look, the reason being, the chase cards inside it are hovering around that. I mean, when they came out, they were like $400 or $500 chase cards. In fact, they were more than that. And we said, I said, other people in the space said, this is normal. It is very normal for a new era, new sets to come out of the block very, very hot. Generally speaking, with more print runs and more supply being opened and more supply coming onto the market, that is chase cards, generally chase cards go down in price. Now, interestingly, some of the Mega Evolution block chase cards haven't done that. In fact, they've done the opposite, and we'll get to that very shortly. But Mega Evolution, most of the chase cards have come down in price, and pull rates are actually quite tough in Mega Evolution base set. It is 1 in 1,000 packs to pull any specific SIR, and it's like 1 in 2,000 packs to pull one of those new rarities, the gold hyper rares. And as a result, that makes the average expected value that you get out of a booster pack of Mega Evolution base $4.37, and the current market price for a booster pack is $7.70. So for every pack of Mega Evolution base you're opening, you're averaging getting $4.37. So it has the lowest expected value out of any Mega Evolution series so far. Number 4 on this list, and we're going to count our way all the way up to what is the best set in Mega Evolution block to open in terms of expected value. Number 4 on the list is Chaos Rising. Expected value per pack is $4.46. And the pack price are currently about the same as Mega Evolution base. They're going for $7.62. Chaos Rising's an interesting one. It's obviously the latest set. It has quite an expensive Greninja. And if you look at the pull rates, this is why Chaos Rising has a higher EV than what Mega Evolution base has, because the pull rates are actually a fair bit easier. They're about half as easy, or sorry, twice as good as Mega Evolution. So it's about a 1 in 500 chance of pulling that beautiful Greninja SIR. And again, what happens is, because this set is fresh and just come out, the chase cards are holding quite a good value. And what's more interesting throughout the whole Mega Evolution block is, I think that's something Pokemon's really focused on. They've really focused on improving the fun factor when it comes to opening packs. In fact, it feels like the whole Scarlet and Violet era onwards. We talk about things like Evolving Cries, we talk about things like Fusion Strike and Battle Styles and Chilling Pain, and all of those alt art era sets which had no trainer gallery having really, really rough pull rates, to the point where you could open 4 or 5 booster boxes and pull next to no value. It was quite rough, but the gamble of pulling that amazing chase card like Evolving Skies, pulling an Umbreon or Rayquaza or the Dragonite, was next level, like top tier, the thrill of that hunt. And I think it's something that's really been focused on from Scarlet and Violet era onwards, is really getting this tiered chase. And I love the tiered chase. That makes it so much more fun for collectors. It makes it so much more fun for people that are ripping open packs. It makes it so much more fun for kids opening packs as well. That tiered chase is such a good idea. And that's, in my opinion, is one of the reasons we're starting to see a real uptick. Lots of reasons, and this is only probably a small one, but one of the reasons we're seeing an uptick in the demand for Pokemon cards at the moment is that tiered chase. You're having these gold hyper rares, which are like 1 in 2,000 packs. Then you're having SIRs, which are 1 in 1,000 packs. And then you're having IRs, which are, 1 in 100 packs. And then you've got these other rarities that are 1 in 50 packs or 40 packs, and all of a sudden it's like every third pack you open you're getting a hit, and that makes it way more fun than opening something like Evolving Skies and opening a whole booster box and getting 4 EX cards and that's it. So really interesting take to keep in mind there. So Chaos Rising there is number 4 on the list. Number 3 on the list is Perfect Order. Perfect Order has some nice chase cards in there, but no real expensive chase cards. And that's why it's not in the top 2 for Mega Evolution. Pull rates, again, are quite easy because it is a slightly smaller set like Chaos Rising. The expected value you can get from opening a Perfect Order booster pack is $4.50. So it actually sits just a little bit higher than Chaos Rising. And that's because pull rates are even easier than Chaos Rising. And there's also a tiny bit more depth inside Perfect Order. Chaos Rising has the sort of, the Gold Greninja and the Big Greninja as the chase cards, whereas Perfect Order has the Meowth, the couple of Zygardes, is it Mega Clefable, Mega Starmie? There's just a couple more chase cards, so a tiny bit more depth there, which is adding to your expected value there. And booster pack price, it's only $6.53. So it is one of the, if not the cheapest booster pack you can buy at the moment. In fact, most retail stores still have this. Whenever I go looking at the moment, I can still find Chaos Rising and Perfect Order sitting on the shelves. And we really haven't had that for a while. So it's sort of good, isn't it? It's sort of good news. Hey, interlude, before we jump into the top 2, I just wanted to give a shout out to today's video sponsor, which is, of course, the Collector app. There'll be a link in the description to download it. If you don't have it, please grab it. And if you do have it, try having a go at the Pro membership. Pro membership unlocks so much data. You can follow my journey down in the content creators section. There is so much to this app. You can jump into any set, check out set analytics. This is how we work out this data. Like, this is how we look at what's a fun pack to open. This is how we look at what the top chase cards are inside the set. This is how we look at their values. This is how we look at total set value. This is how we work out trades between this and that. This is how you look at your portfolio and manage it. It is the one-stop shop for that. So again, link in the description to download that one. Right, top 2. Number 2 on the list is Fantasmal Flames. And you might think, well, how does that work? Because all it's got is really, it's a one-hit wonder followed by a gold Charizard. It's a bit like Champion's Path from Sword and Shield era. It's a bit like Obsidian Flames, but 1,000 times better Charizard artwork. How is its expected value so good? It's actually nearing on $6. Its expected value is $5.73 out of Fantasmal Flames. Pack price, though, is a little bit dearer at $10.53, so it's more expensive packs than both Mega Evolution, Chaos Rising, and Perfect Order, the first 3 on the list. Why is it so good though? Why is the expected value so good? Because pull rates are pretty easy. It's 1 in 400 per pack to pull that Mega Charizard EX. And we talked about this 100 times on this channel, how good a generational artwork that card is. I don't think we need to give it any more time in the sun. It gets enough of its own. It still seems to be trending up in price, which has completely and utterly confused me. It goes against all the metrics and data that we work on in the Pokemon card investing space in terms of, and I said I'd get around to this a bit later in the video, I talked about Mega Evolution base, and as more packs get open, more supply of the singles hits the market, and as more supply of the singles hit the market, the price of those singles, the price of those chase cards should come down. And it's just not for Charizard. It's nearing on $1,000 raw now. It's still holding its own in a PSA 10. It's counterintuitive to anything we know, but as a result, its expected pack value is over $5.70, so strong expected pack value. And as you might have thought, the number 1 pack for the best expected pack value or expected value you should pull from a booster pack is Ascended Heroes. It is $9.26, so it actually totally eclipses any other set from the Mega Evolution block. And that is because of its total set value. It is because of how much depth it has inside there. Yes, pull rates may be way harder than Fantasmal Flames, as we can see on the screen here. It's nudging on 1 in 1,200, 1 in 1,500 to pull any specific SIR, plus the gold cards are still super hard to pull. But Gengar, Pikachu, Dragonite, you name it, gold versions of Charizard, it has such a stacked lineup of very expensive cards. And as a result, of course, the expected pack value is super, super high, $9.26. However, the individual booster pack price is $17.07 for a set that has just come out and is no doubt going to be reprinted multiple times like Prismatic Evolutions. It is crazy how expensive individual packs of Ascended Heroes are. And you might go, well, okay, well, it's fine to say that Ascended Heroes has the best expected pack value, but it's also the most expensive pack. And that's the other metric when it comes to fun and expected value, is the percentage return you're getting on the money you've spent on those packs. So I've made this screen up here to show you that it actually flips a little bit. And those higher sets like Fantasmal Flames and Ascended Heroes, from a percentage point of view, are actually lower. So we've got in number one place Perfect Order. If you buy a Perfect Order booster pack, on average, you're returning nearly 70% of the money that you've spent. Second on that list is Chaos Rising. You're returning nearly 57% of the money that you've spent. Third on the list is Mega Evolution Base at 56%, and Phantasmal and Ascended Heroes in fourth and fifth place respectively at 54%. So you're nearly losing half of the money that you spend when it comes to booster packs. But as I said before, sometimes it doesn't matter about that. What it matters about, moreover, for a lot of collectors, a lot of people that are ripping packs, and a lot of people that are joining live streams to rip packs, is that thrill of the hunt. It's the thrill of that crazy chase card, because you think about Evolving Skies or you think about Team Up, your expected return on value is so low. You think about even base set packs, like, you know, you might be spending $3,000 on one base set pack, and if you pull a non-holo, you've lost so much money. You're trying to go for that thrill of the hunt and getting the first edition Charizard. When you're opening Evolving Skies, you're going for that thrill of the hunt to try and pull the Umbreon. When you're opening Prismatic Evolutions, you're hoping for that Miracle God pack that eclipses everything else. That is the other side of when it comes to collecting and having fun in the investing space. Well, there we have it. There are the top five booster packs of Mega Evolution era. A little bit of a different video. I hope everyone's enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it very, very much, and I'll catch everyone next time.